Hey there, viewers. It's a well-known fact that pet owners are absolutely crazy for their little fur babies. If you have a little buddy at home, you can't deny they're like family. We'd do anything for our little four-legged loved ones, right? Well, unfortunately, as humans, there are some things we tend to overlook. To us, they might seem small, but they actually harm your dog in more ways than you know. Hold tight because we'll be breaking these down in today's video. Has your little canine friend been down in the dumps lately for no apparent reason? A health issue sprung up supposedly out of the blue. Wondering where you went wrong? Well, be sure to subscribe and let's take a look at 10 mistakes that shorten your dog's life. Number 10, keeping your dog confined all day. Before you get a dog, your vet will warn you beforehand that dogs are high maintenance. Even if your doggy friend is a bit lazy, he does need to move around and get exercise. Since wolves are their closest ancestors, they're really energetic creatures. Keeping that in mind, every dog needs some form of physical exertion. If they stay in one room all day, they're bound to get restless. This also leads to more health problems down the road, like obesity, and with that comes more health risks like diabetes and liver failure. Granted, all dog breeds are different. It's easy to think that you can keep them indoors happy with the least effort, but that's really not the case. A good way to keep your furry friend energized at home is to play tug-of-war with him. Chew toys, ropes, anything safe works. You can even install an indoor obstacle course for the little guy. Number 9. Inconsistent training. Learning your dog's little quirks and habits is what makes the experience of having one so fulfilling. Every dog needs sufficient training and socializing so that they'll settle in smoothly with you. Not only does training make your life easier, it also helps dogs act appropriately around other humans and dogs. If you're inconsistent with your training, there's going to be many gaps in communication between you two. A dog is man's best friend, they say. In human relationships, communication's a two-way street. Believe it or not, the same thing applies to dogs. Dogs find safety in routine. If they aren't trained routinely, they become easily frightened and irritable. This can lead to the little guy feeling lost and alone and might cause him to act out. If he's an outdoor dog, he probably will get into fights and become disoriented. To make sure you maintain the bond your doggy needs with you by regularly training him, you'll avoid many injuries and mood swings that affect your dog's lifespan down the line. Number 8, not checking his collar. Every dog has a tendency to wander or run off, and as pet owners, this possibility is terrifying. That's why a collar is important. Not only that, but you should be examining his collar regularly to check the tightness. If a collar is too loose, your pup might easily slip out and run away next time you two go for a walk. If it's too tight, then the poor guy won't be able to breathe properly. For a small indoor dog, you should be able to fit one finger between the collar and their skin. For a bigger breed, 2 fingers are enough. Even when you're not taking your dog for a walk, make sure to check the tightness at least once a day. The fate of lost dogs is too sad and grim, and it can easily be avoided with a collar check. Number 7, not giving him attention. With the busy lives we lead, it's easy to get caught up with work or school. Remember that as a pet owner, you're your dog's entire world. His bond with you is very important for his mental and physical well-being. So if you're wondering why your pup's a bit blue, aggressive, he could just be missing you. A neglected dog will lose interest in playing, eating, even sleeping. These are detrimental to his health down the road. On top of that, he'll start howling and barking more. This is stressful for both him, you, and your neighbors too. To make sure your puppy is taken care of, make it a point to spend at least an hour playing with him every day. Give him treats and belly rubs as much as you can. Number 6, neglecting dental hygiene. Dog breath is something every dog owner has to deal with. Though it can be passed off as a joke, you certainly don't want to treat it like one. Just like us, canines need regular oral hygiene. Not taking care of your pet's teeth has gnarly consequences. Since dogs sweat on their tongue, their mouths accumulate more bacteria than humans. Go too long without brushing and your dog will suffer from plaque buildup. Gum infections and bacterial diseases can become very life-threatening for dogs if not prevented or treated fast enough. Ulcers, sores, and sepsis can spread through the body in time. Brushing ensures a pearly white doggy smile and a healthy life. Number 5, neglecting bath time. Doesn't matter if you have a big dog or a ferocious tiny one, bath time is a must. Of course, you must have heard warnings about overbathing your dog, but it's easier to fall into that habit of just not bathing him enough. About once every 2 or 3 months should do the trick. Not bathing your pup doesn't just give you a dirty, smelly dog, it actually leads to ticks, skin infections, and worms. All these cause serious harm to your dog's life. Not to mention tick fever and rashes. Ouch. You also have to make sure you do it correctly. For a floppy-eared dog, you gotta be extra careful not to get too much water in his ears. That leads to ear infections. Always be gentle and dry them off so they don't get the chills. And consult your vet for the right shampoo. A little goes a long way. Number 4, not neutering or spaying. Though this is a personal decision for pet owners, vets advise that you get your beloved little canine neutered. Given the rate of overpopulation and complications with breeding, spaying your dog actually increases his or her lifespan. Not only do you avoid tricky heat situations, you also avoid birthing complications for female dogs. This procedure may seem daunting, but it minimizes behavioral issues in male dogs. Plus, it reduces risks of uterine infections in female ones. Really scary diseases like testicular cancer can also be swerved if you get your pooch neutered. Prevention is better than treatment. Number 3, irregular vet visits. This is a big one. Your dog might hate going to the vet or be okay with it. Either way, you gotta be regular for stuff like checkups, vaccines, booster shots, everything. Remember that your vet knows your dog's health more than you do, and they can detect signs of disease that you don't know of. Your furry friend will thank you in the long run, trust us. Keeping up to date with your dog's shots and boosters is really important for his immunity. This way, he'll be safe from many dangerous infections and diseases. Like we said, prevention is key. If you're suspecting there's something wrong with your pet, it's best to go to the vet immediately. They'll be able to tell you what the problem is before it gets out of control. Number 2, giving your dog human food. Yes, there are a few exceptions. A few brands of peanut butter are dog-friendly, and they might just be your pooch's favorite treat. Let's not forget that dogs can't digest things the way we can. For this reason, you really should never give your dog anything you're eating. First of all, we know it's hard to resist those puppy dog eyes. Whenever you sit down at the table for a meal or open a bag of chips, they probably come running. You must put your foot down and say no, because you don't know how their bodies will react. Any pet owner knows chocolate is literal poison for dogs, but vets suggest you steer clear of giving them any human food. It can trigger reactions and allergies that can put your dog in danger immediately. Number 1, not being picky with food. Every dog's definitely unique, personality-wise and in their biology. That's why it's so important to make sure you're feeding your fur baby a diet that suits him. You need to keep his body weight in check to ensure that you're not over or under feeding him. Not only that, but checking the ingredients of kibble and dry food is a must. No dog food should contain corn or GMOs. If your dog is a picky eater, you gotta be picky too. If you're preparing food for him at home, always consult a vet to make sure you're getting the calories right. Plus, allergies and negative reactions to food can lead to longer health issues in your dog's stomach. You are what you eat, and feeding your doggy the right food will just give him a happier, longer life with you. Alright, comment down below some other tips and tricks for your dogs. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Inforama, and check out some other videos. See you in the next one.